So I moved to Alexandria over a decade ago and originally came as an executive director of one of the largest international child welfare associations, and immediately got plugged into the community through a volunteer work with the Campania Center and my church, and immediately saw that it was this really unique community of individuals that wanted to give back. Not just on a global scale, but to their neighbors. And I just found that so refreshing. And you have some of the most brilliant minds in the country, and yet you also see that there are all these young families and these young individuals and millennials that are populating Alexandria and wanting to make it really the exceptional place it is to live and build a business and to give back. So I do a great deal of work and speaking and writing about how I just believe Northern Virginia in particular is just this incredible hub of inclusive innovation. I mean, it really makes us so different compared to everywhere else in the country. You know, our percentages in Northern Virginia of women entrepreneurs, specifically tech entrepreneurs, is better than anywhere else, including Silicon Valley. And so you see these entrepreneurs like myself who are coming into this area and saying, I want to give back. They're usually younger, and they're usually identifying populations of people that are most marginalized. And in Alexandria, many times those are our neighbors. At the Campania Center, it's the children and families that are served through the center, whether it's through their New Neighbors program, which are recent immigrants to the United States and to our area, or whether it's children, my goodness, being served through from very early childhood, all the way through to their mentoring programs. Currently, this summer, Trustify is really proud to be a part of Building Better Futures, their externship program. So we've identified that there's this incredible talent of high school seniors that have graduated, or rising seniors and juniors, that want to learn more about the technology industry in particular. And so we bring them into our organization for the summer, and they get this really incredible experience of having high-touch opportunities with executives within our organization. And I just believe strongly that these are really tangible ways that we can give back to our community through our own businesses, and that we can further the youth of Alexandria to recognize that there are all of these opportunities after they graduate, and not just speak about it and mentor them, but actually show them. Actually be a part of the solution and be a part of the dream that they cultivate in their hearts, and I'm really proud to be a part of that. We live in Alexandria, we worship in Alexandria. I've been a part of various congregations here that give back to the community, which I'm really proud of the service that we do there. Getting plugged in with the Campania Center was just an incredible opportunity to not only meet other women through the junior friends that were instant friends, eventually became family, but also we saw a tangible way to give of our time, our talent, and our treasure to Alexandria, to our neighbors. I eventually became the president, the chair of the Junior Friends. I sat on the board of the Campania Center. I currently am on the development board of the National Council for Adoption, which is also based in Alexandria. And I just think there are so many opportunities for business leaders, entrepreneurs, executives, professionals to see how they can give back. And then through that, our children who are in, Alexandria Public Schools or various other schools in the area, that we model that for them, right? And as they get older, my children age from 9 to 2, we're modeling that behavior, and whether it's through our church or their preschool or schools, they too want to give back to Alexandria. And I think that we then cultivate this culture of giving that will have a very long legacy, way after we're gone. Truly, the community in Alexandria is nothing else. And I think when people feel planted and can plant deep roots, whether it's through their business, whether it's through their family, being involved in organizations where they can give back, I think it gives people a sense of belonging. It gives people a sense of purpose that is so unique to Alexandria. That I can walk into any store and I oftentimes know the store owner, or I bump into somebody at dinner. I always laugh, for as big as Alexandria is, that you're always going to run into somebody. And it's somebody who knows my family and they know me, and if not, then they want to get to know us. And I think that there's this incredible opportunity to feel plugged in. And that there's so many opportunities to build a community here, become a part of community if you're recent to the area. So many of us are transient, and I think that's the most beautiful part of Alexandria, is that we move to the area and we're instantly welcomed. Because most of us can remember what it was like to be the new kid on the block, so to speak. And we teach our children that, right? So that when a new kid joins their class or their play group or their preschool, that's okay, and they're just as welcoming. And then through that, I think people see they don't need to be here for a decade or 12 years, as I have been, to find an organization to give back to start a business in the area, to realize how open we are to people who are different from us. That's really where the inclusive innovation, I think, comes in, and just really being open to especially women in diversity in tech and as business owners, and I just think that makes us so unique compared to other cities around the country.